Let's talk about how fun the BYU-Utah rivalry is.
But when BYU wins this game,
It's been vetoed.
I'm not.
I'm vetoing.
What?
We're going to veto the Utah gear.
I hate to say this, but
Are you struggling getting it out?
I don't think I can say it. Their defense rivals our defense. Let's put it that way. Welcome to All In on Blue. I'm David, and we're here with Keith and Taylor as our hosts. And we've got, once again, an exciting announcement here. We've got in studio with us our producer, BJ from Beehive Broadcast.
Thank you.
BJ.
Yeah, I have an exciting announcement. Beehive Broadcast is involved in a lot of cool podcasts like this one or The Scriptures Are Real. But we have a new podcast coming out. So it's called 20-something. Yeah. And host is Olivia Burnett. And our first episode is going to come out on November 4th. And this podcast is for everybody in their 20s or people who feel like they are. So thank you, David.
I'll be there.
Yep. Yeah. And it's just all about figuring out life. Definitely tune in for this. And to celebrate, I also have some cupcakes here for everybody. So give me just a second. But they're going to be good. So let's chow in.
Wait. Did you make these or did Olivia make
Do we
these?
trust these? I doubt it. They look too good. I like it.
Wow.
I like it. Impressive work.
Yeah. We pass these around.
Oh, man.
Speaking of red frosting, red balloons here, we've got a big game coming up.
I know that we will spend time in this podcast jeering on Utah, but they're a plenty dangerous team to show up and beat us if we're not ready for them.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good wins. Their only loss is to Texas Tech, who's a very good team. So I think we've got our work cut out for us this week.
Utah's defense will be by far the toughest defense we've played, by far. So that'll be a real test for our offense.
They match up well against us. Their defense, they're tough. I mean, their defense, I don't know. They may be. I hate to say this. But
Are you struggling getting it out?
I don't think I can say it. Their defense rivals our defense. Let's put it that way. All right.
They've got a good defense.
They looked really good today against Arizona State.
They were ranked 21st, and they beat up on them. So,
And their quarterback, Dampier, ran for 120 yards today. That's more than a scamper, folks.
All right. Before we get into talking about them, who's going to wear? We have the tradition for those that are new on the show of one of us defending the other team and wearing some form of apparel. So this week's Utah.
not it.
It's been vetoed.
I'm not.
I'm vetoing.
What?
We're going to veto the Utah gear.
Yeah.
We've
No
talked
Utah
about
gear?
this before.
Veto this.
We talked about this.
One of us has to wear it.
Unless it's
a
you, it's
rule.
nobody.
I'm not wearing it.
Yep. We're out.
Okay, I guess we're not wearing it this week. we are all in on blue this week.
Only this week.
Without any exceptions. 100% all in on blue.
We'll all say some of their good points, but we can't represent them.
Okay, let's talk about the matchups.
We ran the ball well, and you can lean on running because it's fairly consistent.
But the Utes are hard to run against.
They're hard to run against.
I almost think it's got to be in the passing game from our offense. Is going to have to be one of our strengths. I think we're going to have to step it up. We have to see Bear making some great reads. Our receivers are going to have to get open against a good defense. But we faced that against Arizona.
BYU's, I do think, contrary to your point though, David, is that if we don't establish the line of scrimmage and show that we can at least have somewhat of a run game, we're not going to be able to get anything going in the pass game. They've got a good defense.
For sure.
I'm expecting a low scoring game.
Me too.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, and they're always tight.
Yeah. It's going to be tight.
If it's a high scoring game, probably us that's in trouble.
We've said this multiple weeks, but I think we have to get a lot of pressure and get to their quarterback. I mean, he's a really good quarterback. He uses his feet well, but I think we're going to have to get that pressure on more than we did against Arizona State.
Well, he clearly can run, right? And then that Dampier, but in that West Virginia game, what did he have? 400 plus yards passing. I mean, he had a breakout pass and saw, wow, he can throw the deep ball with accuracy too.
And their offense has shown that they can score points as well. And that could be concerning because BYU, I mean, if Utah's scoring a lot of points, like you said, I think we might be in trouble. If their offense doesn't get shut down, I think their defense is good enough to win them a ball game. So we got to watch ourselves.
But our defense is good enough too.
Yeah.
So I think we're really in for a good defensive matchup. The question is whether they can continue to run a balanced offense like they've shown the last couple of weeks. And then, whether we can, come out with Bear and our receivers catching and throwing the ball. I mean, really, I guess it boils down to whether we're balanced. Whichever offense is balanced, I think wins this game. Whichever offense can both run and pass is going to win this game. And it's going to be defensive battle on both sides.
This is a perfect time for this game to be happening because sometimes I do like rivalry week as your last game. Mm-hmm. Sometimes one team's completely banged up or or if it's at the very beginning. There was one year where it was week 3 and it's like, okay, well, it's week 3. You don't really know too much about either team. It's kind of nice to have it be right here because both teams have gone through struggles. They've overcome them and they're kind of to a point where they should be really hitting their stride. I mean, I think it'll be one of the funnest Holy War games in a long time.
I would guess that either one that wins becomes almost an immediate favorite besides Texas Tech to be in the conference championship.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like they're both kind of geared up.
Kind of does feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who else? I mean, there are a number of teams right now. I mean, we're mid-season. There are a number of teams that could step up. But right now, as we're looking at the Big 12, what other teams, right? You've got clearly Texas Tech, like you said, this sitting at the top, and the way they're playing right now, it's hard to argue against that. Could change, but it's hard to argue against that right now. Then you got BYU, Utah. I think because there's a lot of hype around Utah, some of that is their own hype about themselves, right? Right, but I mean, and then you have a number of teams that could do really well in there, but they've had more hiccups, maybe,
Iowa
right?
State, and you have Arizona State, and you have
and I mean even Colorado.
Here we go.
TCU
lost,
right? I mean they've all had some losses.
It does feel like there's a separation. It's Texas Tech, and then BYU and
Utah.
With the way they're playing.
Texas Tech, Cincinnati's undefeated in conference as well.
Cincinnati's right there too.
Undefeated in conference. Utah, Arizona State, Houston, Baylor are 2-1.
But if we're talking about, who's controlling the line of scrimmage, you clearly have Texas Tech and then BYU and Utah, even though you've got a Cincinnati that's 5-0 and they look really good.
They're not 5-0. They're undefeated in conference. Cincinnati has a loss.
Oh, they had a loss right
Nebraska?
at the beginning. Right at the beginning.
First game of the year.
Right. But all the other teams haven't dominated the line of scrimmage probably like those teams, except for Utah against Texas Tech, who got beat up pretty good.
Right. Thanks for including that too.
Yeah, we got to make that a
But really, maybe that's also kind of the key. Like if we can play them the same way Texas Tech played them.
If we play them the same way Texas Tech played them, I think we're going to win. Yeah. I do.
Well,
that's a really good point, BJ.
Yeah. I bet you we beat them about 34-10 ish.
Just the exact same.
You want to hear the obvious? Tune in to All In on Blue. Every week we will state the obvious.
There's the reason I'm the producer. Really? I'm not here for the deep analytics. I'm here for the easy
common
takes.
sense.
I've watched a lot of these rivalry games, and all of this makes sense. But it's the rivalry game. You can almost throw everything out, and
just like picks.
It really is
because you never know.
And I would bet on a low scoring game. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a shootout. I think that it's going to come down to it. No matter who it's going to be, it's going to be a play here and a play there that wins someone the game.
If Utah wins the game, though, what is going to stand out? Is it going to be their offense, their passing game, their rushing game? Is there going to be defensive pressure? Is it going to be special teams? Where if Utah wins it, where are they going to win this game? What's your prediction?
I think defense.
Think their defense is going to win it?
I think if their offense gets clicking like it has some weeks and hasn't others, if their offense gets clicking, we're in trouble.
I think if we can't, if their passing game, if Dampier is passing like he has been the last couple of weeks, and we can't slow that down significantly, I think that's why they win it.
I can't answer your question. I don't think
You
they're
don't
going
think
to
they're
win.
going to win it?
Now, how do we feel about BYU
12-0,
secondary?
right? I don't know.
Actually, I think our secondary is really good. I think our secondary is solid. I don't really have concerns. They've exposed some weaknesses. There were some calls, some mistakes. They made
Blaming
some
the
mistakes.
refs.
No, there were some mistakes made. There were a few bad calls, but I'm not blaming the refs. There were some mistakes made by our defensive secondary, but I think the talent and depth overall is really good with our secondary.
I have to agree because they went up against Arizona with a very good quarterback, very good receivers, and we didn't shut them down, but we showed that we can play with and compete with a very good offensive passing team.
in some man coverage, which was tough against some really good, talented receivers.
Yeah, contained him.
Yeah,
That's all you can hope to do with a good quarterback. Dampier is good, and he'll make you hurt if you let him run all over you, and he's proven to do that. So we'll see. It'll be interesting.
And we struggle with that.
Yeah, we have.
struggle with mobile quarterbacks.
Okay, let's not talk about where we struggle. This is rivalry week.
You just asked us. How's Utah going to beat us?
What's Utah's strengths? Let's not talk about BYU's weaknesses. We can ignore those. This is rivalry week. No. But when BYU wins this game, how are they? What is going to make the difference? The key difference to them winning?
Penalties. I think Utah
struggles with penalties.
They do struggle with penalties.
That is a weakness of theirs.
In a rivalry game, there's always a little bit more penalties, a little bit more temperament.
So you're thinking the game last year?
Yep.
Yeah.
What an environment it's going to be.
Yeah, I know.
I'm excited that it's
a
at
hole to
Lavelle Edwards
extend
Stadium.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
so
going to make
fun.
a big difference. You're going to have the student section.
Oh, it's going to be so loud.
It's going to be so. They're not going to be able to hear anything.
What is it?
If they're struggling with penalties already, wait till they come to LES, right? With the rock in their ear on that end zone.
Let's talk about how fun the BYU Utah rivalry is. I think some fans take it across the line, but the BYU Utah rivalry, I mean, Rice Eccles is a loud stadium, night in, night out.
Yeah.
Lavelle Edwards is a loud stadium, night in, night out. When you go to either venue for the Holy War, it's turned up by 3, 4, 5 times. I mean, somehow it's louder than it's ever been for those games. And it's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
And
I think my favorite experiences ever at sporting events are BYU Utah games.
Oh yeah.
They're just, the environment is just so fun.
And you kind of get way more excited. It's not just like, oh, there's a game this week. It's like, there's that game this week.
Yeah.
And I
Utah
just
hate week.
And Utah fans might, I mean, they've got some hatred towards us. We've got some hatred towards them. But I think both of us can agree that our football fan experience is way better because of the rivalry.
Yeah.
I would hope they could say that because I definitely can. That's so fun to look forward to every
There's so many teams out there right now, especially with conference realignment, that are kind of looking. I mean, I was listening to Arizona this last week. One of their, I think it was their athletic director, talking about, who, and one thing they're really looking forward and trying to identify is who is their next rival because they're missing out. It's so nice to be back with such a big rivalry right now in college football.
I was sad when it seemed like we were never going to play them when they were in the Pac-12 and we were in the Big 12.
When their new rival was Colorado, or so they say, right?
And nationally, I think it's a underrated rivalry.
Totally.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best in the country.
It's starting to get a lot more attention though as one of the greatest rivalries.
Well, and if you think about it, like BYU and Utah are both like really special schools in terms of like they were not Power 4 or Power 5 teams that won a national championship or had huge bowl games and things like that. We both took ourselves out of irrelevancy and put us into contenders consistently. And there's not really been other teams that have done that the same way.
They are both special schools. BYU is special. They're special in opposite ways, but they're special. They're special.
Another thing too is like
Utah's special for its education.
They have a great medical
Don't read into that
program.
wrong. They do have a strong medical program.
Yeah, they do. They do. Okay. But another thing about the rivalry that I love, now that we're just put the game aside, let's just talk about the rivalry for a second. If Utah,
Put the game aside. Let's talk about the rivalry.
just the rivalry
just
itself,
generally,
just generally
like
itself.
baseball, basketball.
No, football. We're talking about the rivalry, not this
specifically
week.
This week.
Last year,
just generally.
Last year,
Gotcha,
Utah
gotcha.
has a bad year.
Yeah.
Everybody was excited for the Utah versus BYU game. Every single Utah fan. They weren't excited about much, but they were excited about that game. And it's the same thing with us. We have a bad year. It's so fun to be like, man, you know what would really help this year out if we beat Utah?
Well, and we were equally scared.
Yeah,
Like last year, even though I knew Utah, wasn't
exactly.
having the best year, I was like, they
You,
will against us.
you never know.
And it
Right,
comes
you never
down to
know.
a 1 point game, and
Yep.
it always seems to be that way. It really does. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait.
Well, you grew up, we live right up by the University of Utah,
I wouldn't say that too loudly.
and you grew up being one of the only fans.
Utah fans, you want to write down this
Yeah,
address.
exactly.
You grew up being like one of the only kids, BYU fans
Yep.
in your school. And it was,
And it was brutal, man.
yeah.
Because we survived some tough years. My childhood happened to be during
you
the
grew up doing
10 is coming,
yeah.
but it never came. So we made it out. Now we're hoping for what? 3 in a row? BYU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hit 2. We're hoping for 3.
Yeah.
And it'd be so fun if we did.
I prefer to say 5 years in a row.
Thank you. 5-year drought for the Utes. That's what it is.
All right, so let's jump back. Let's jump back to what we were talking about. Back on track. Get our focus back here. If BYU wins, it will be because
We're a better team.
I think it's going to be.
We prayed hard.
I think it's going to come down to special teams play, and Utah has struggled with special teams. I think offensively, if we play our good game, which chances we will. And defensively, I think both teams will because they just come into this game hyped and ready every time. I think as long as both teams are playing at the top of their game offensively, defensively, it's going to come down to special teams and we win it that way.
My thought is that BYU, the unknowns are more with both teams' offenses. And I think that if BYU's defense can really shut down I don't think our offense is going to score a lot of points. I mean, a lot of points. I don't think it's going to be a shootout. I don't think we're scoring in the 30s. If BYU's defense can shut down their offense, it's going to be a very good ball game that we can win. If it's a shootout, I think we lose because I don't think our offense is primed perfectly to score a lot of points against a good defense that we're about to play. Dallin Bentley, one of my teammates at Snow College from Taylorsville, Utah, and he's a stud tight end for Utah. I think he could go to the NFL. Great run blocker, and he's probably the Utes' best pass catcher. So if Utah scores, I hope it's Dallin Bentley because he's a good guy.
So our key to winning is shutting down Dallin Bentley.
Yep.
Friend of the show.
Shut down Dallin Bentley. Friend of the show. All in on blue.
And running against that defensive front of Utah.
Going to be big.
If we can get a push like Texas Tech did against that defensive line, control the defensive line on offense, things will open up for us.
So what you're saying, if
different
we
game.
play like Texas Tech.
We can play like Texas Tech.
Yeah.
You're not a
could
Tech
win.
fan, are you?
I bet you that.
Okay.
I bet you most of the week.
Yeah, well, that hat looks kind of like Tech. What does
Most
that hat say?
Obey.
Obey. Okay.
most of BYU's week this week will be
On rivalry
studying.
week, you're wearing a black and red hat and a BYU shirt.
But it kind of matches.
He did have it on backwards earlier.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll
Now he's been
I
exposed.
apologize.
I was just about to say something. Oh yeah, most of our week,
We're getting tired.
most of BYU's week this week will be spent studying Texas Tech's film with Utah because
Yeah.
that's what Utah got exposed on was whatever Texas Tech did worked, and so I think Utah knows that as well. They'll have something up their sleeve.
There's always those games that you're looking at. You're like, okay, we can throw this out. We can throw this film out. We can throw that film out. And you always focus in on those games that are like, okay, this exposed that team, or this was the game where we saw their strengths. Mm-hmm. And you focus on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch them all, but you focus on a few of them.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a frustrating game.
It's going to be a loud
great game. I
can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. For all those Utah fans traveling down, they're going to get that game day experience in LES, that hospitality, free ice cream, the view of the mountains like they don't have up north. It's better down here. Ute fans, it's better down here. Enjoy this week while you have it. Let's give our score predictions.
I think it's going to be tight. I'm going to give.
Now remember, you could steal the belt from Taylor if you nail this.
We got the belt.
Where's the belt this week? It's right here. Because who got the closest score prediction last week? This guy right here. Probably all weeks. We'll have to go back and review the film.
You get to wear that all week. You have to wear that all week long.
I'll wear it to work.
So I'm going to go with BYU by 2 touchdowns. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm going to give a 20-17 to BYU.
Sweet. I was going to go 24-21. So similar line of thinking. I think it'll be a little bit lower scoring this week, but I think BYU wins this 24-21 by a field goal.
I was going to say 24-21, but
sure you were.
No, really.
Okay. You can say
do
that.
these count?
You can say that. We can share the belt next week.
No, we won't fit.
Oh, you don't want the belt.
I'm going to say 24-20 for BYU.
24-20. Yep. How are they getting to 20?
Field goals. 2 field goals.
2 field goals,
touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. Okay.
Yeah. Wait a minute. That's not that hard to do.
20 I guess pretty normal.
Oh, were you wanting me to say they're going to miss a PAT?
Oh, you just want the exact. You're trying to get him to do your.
Yeah, you gotta be specific. Yeah.
So patented. David just decides to say, okay, West Virginia's only going to score in the 3rd minute of the 2nd quarter and 1 in garbage time. They'll score in garbage time. He comes out.
It was true.
Okay, yeah, it was true.
It was close. Not even close. Actually, if you took away the turnovers in that game,
right,
it would have been
24-20
exactly
BYU.
Accurate.
He took away the turnovers in every game.
How many? Is there going to be a lot of turnovers in the Utah BYU game? By the way,
I'm hoping not. Well, I'm hoping
half the time. I hope there is.
I hope there's lots of turnovers.
When we're on defense, I'm hoping there's turnovers.
I think both teams do a good job taking care of the ball, but both defenses are great. So I think that, and they're the strong points. So I expect there will be a fair number of turnovers.
All right, what's your score, BJ?
I'm doing 2017.
Wait, that's what I did.
No, you did 24-17, I think.
Yeah.
2017.
Okay, well, that's fine. You guys can have matching ones.
I'll go 21-17.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sweet. So what's the biggest?
So we're all thinking it's going to be right around there.
Field goal, 4 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24-21.
Oh, yeah.
He's 24-21. I'm 24-20. So we're all close.
You both had a 4-point spread. We got a 3-point.
It's going to be close.
Yeah.
That's one thing you can almost guarantee is that it's going to be a good football game.
All right, there you have it. Those are our predictions. Put your predictions in the comments as well. And we're grateful for you watching. We're grateful to our sponsor here at All In on Blue, BJ Muhlestein and Beehive Broadcast.
Yeah, and remember, be sure to check out 20-something with Olivia on November 4th. It's an awesome podcast. Definitely tune in.
Totally worth watching. Thanks. We'll catch you on the next episode.
You don't need that.
I'm delirious, guys.
Man. All right, let's hit it. So we're supposed to eat these on air, huh?
And then we'll save one of these for anyone who subscribes. I can tell. Yeah,
we're all going to eat them and then talk with our mouths.
They're really good. They're really good. Well, it's pretty sexy to watch me bite this.
How did we get red frosting?
Well, it's because of 20-something. You're going to want to watch that with Angie.
Yeah.
She's a Utah fan.
She has kind of a red accent on her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. No, this isn't.
She did go to Utah for grad school.
Crickets.
Yeah.
We take back what we said. The cupcakes aren't good.
No, I didn't say Angie.
Olivia.
Olivia.
I said Angie.
You said Angie?
Yeah.
You're going to have to cut that out. Please cut that out. That part.
You catch that.
I felt like I had to say something. Wait a minute. I was like, I don't even know an Angie.
Oh, I thought her middle name was Angie.
Elizabeth.
Oh, Olivia. It was Olivia. That's right. Olivia Elizabeth. Olivia Angie. I know an Olivia Angie.
That's right. Olivia Elizabeth.
We're going off middle names now. Oh, goodness gracious.